had some tactical acumen and is quite a good soldier. There we go. Their morale is high. They've just come out of London. They're well equipped from the tower. And that's our vanguard, ladies and gentlemen. In the centre, the king himself. Anybody a fan of Edward IV? A man known for his passions. Food, wine, sport. And he's got his personal bodyguard with him there, all those lovely drummers. Now, most of these gentlemen are wearing the murrey and blue of the Yorkist cause. So, Edward in the front there with his white plumes flying. Oxford with his yellow and red. Warwick with him. Both of them saying, "Oi, go away." The pushy between the king and Oxford. Didn't I say Oxford was bellicose and ill-tempered? It's a bit of a hothead. The king demanding that Warwick surrender himself. Oxford saying, "No, you're not the true king." Bit more of an argument. Warwick and Beaumont following. Exeter lagging in the rear. As I said, he's not a fan of Warwick. The archers are away. More arrows arcing over the head. They're trying to soften up the Yorkist position. Oxford's gone in. Hastings starting to take punishment from Oxford. The middle battles. Edward, Clarence against Warwick and Montague. Now the line's fully engaged, ladies and gentlemen. Oxford's precipitous attack, I think, caught Hastings a little by surprise there. He certainly seems to be taking quite some damage. Now, Richard controlling his men well there, but at some price, I think. The centre battles appear evenly matched. Warwick's forces and Edward's forces equally well trained and equipped. You can see it getting a bit of rough. Oh yes, the king's come forwards. Edward's getting stuck in, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a cheer for Edward? Now this is part of what banners and the little crests are for. You and I can see Edward's banner and his crest getting stuck in there. So can his troops. It heartens them, it brings them on. In fact, Warwick had made a decision that he is going to kill his horse in front of his men before the start of the battle. That means I'm not going to run away. So Warwick has fully committed. So it's good that they fight in the English manner. The English manner is that your lord fights with you and in amongst you. And this is going to be important later on in the other battle we're going to watch. So dismounted men fighting with full gusto to show their troops that they are with them. Now, I can hear retray being given in central battles. Getting a bit messy there. Can't see a clear winner yet. My Lord Oxford pulling back. My Lord Warwick's officers shouting, "Retray! Retray!" So Although the first push has been somewhat inconclusive, ladies and gentlemen, both sides have taken moderate casualties, but as I said, I think Hastings took the worst of that particular round. My Lord Oxford's precipitous charge appears to have weakened his ranks greatly. Richard holding fast, as is his brother Edward. This battle is not over yet. So my Lord Oxford's men still engaged. The central battle and that of my Lord Exeter, both retired apace. My Lord Oxford's men disengaging because they are it would be unwise for them to continue. York being cried by Exeter's men. So, Edward unengaged, Richard unengaged. Hastings foolishly has gone after Oxford. Edward coming in to support, ladies and gentlemen. Gloucester follows. The bills are down. Aventray, the attack command given. It's very difficult to see what's going on here. I can see my Lord Beaumont still on the field. My Lord Oxford engaged. Gloucester taking a hit or two there. My Lord Oxford reordering his men ready for another push. The central and battle nearest us still going on. Arrows falling amongst the lines. Not much of a danger to the fully armoured knight, but the lightly armoured troops will suffer from that. My Lord Beaumont has withdrawn. Exeter's men pressing on. So the centre and nearest battles locked in position, ladies and gentlemen. My Lord Oxford gathering his men again. He won't like the fact that he hasn't broken Hastings yet. You can see Gloucester taking injuries. His line being whittled down. Now, what quite often happens in this situation is as one vanguard advances and the other is weakened, the actual battle can start to turn, in some cases up to 90 degrees. It all hinges really on what Oxford's going to do. At the moment, it's pretty much static, it's seesawing back and forth between one way and the other. My Lord Oxford gesturing. They've formed a wedge, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very aggressive posture. They're hitting Hastings with the wedge. I think they hope to split his line. It looks like something's gone pear-shaped on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see. We'll have to follow the battle standards. Can anybody see Oxford standing? The confusion, the smoke of battle. Exeter and Warwick retreating. Exeter and Warwick retreating. Woodville's retreat. Retreat! Yes, at the back, over there, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Oxford has broken through Hastings. Absolutely split the line. Well, that's it for Hastings, ladies and gentlemen. Hastings is shish kebab on the end of Oxford's polearm. Oxford's men pursuing the last remnants into Barnet, ladies and gentlemen. And there'll be a bit of pillaging and shopping going on there. Now, a route like that, even on one side, is a difficulty for commanders. Reforming a pursuing battle is incredibly difficult. It's unlikely that Oxford will manage it. However, he is a noted... Oh! Now, ladies and gentlemen, can you see what I can see? The entire battle is rotating. As Hastings has been split and destroyed, Edward has moved his flank so that he is not outmaneuvered. As he's done that, Gloucester has managed to give Exeter a pasting and turn the battle that way. So we're now at 90 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. It's still misty. Now, I may be sounding confused, but so would they be. And the other thing you've got to remember is that some of the liveries are pretty similar. For instance, the Sun in Splendour, which is the Yorkist main sigil, looks a bit like a star with streamers, which is the Oxford main sigil. So, in this mist, it's really quite confusing as to who's actually where now. We're watching this and even we're confused. I know I am. And the battle is starting to shift over to the other side of the field. So not only has it rotated 90 degrees, ladies and gentlemen, it has moved several hundred yards across the original battlefield. Oh! Oxford's reformed his men, ladies and gentlemen. A marvellous military feat. Wait a minute. Why is he coming in at that angle? Oxford's bringing his men back into the side. No, those are yours. Oxford's men look like they're about to attack Warwick, but Warwick's on your side, mate. Oxford is reforming his men, but there's confusion over where's where. A Lancaster being given. Oh, wait a minute. Oxford's men are going into... Oh, no! Oh, Warwick's archers have shot at Oxford. There's cries of treason. Oxford's men have run away from Warwick's archers. So they're off the field. Edward and Gloucester, young Richard, are taking it as an opportunity to fill in their opposition. Exeter's men are falling like wheat, ladies and gentlemen. You can see them running there. There's very few people left. I can see Warwick trying to make a break for freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Down at the bottom there, just the other side of the drummers. Warwick's trying to get away. He's not going to die an honourable end there. No, his men are trying to get Warwick off the field. It looks like some of the nearby archers are going to go and kill him. It looks like some of the nearby archers are going to kill him. Yes, that's it. Carry on. So Warwick, isolated away from his men, surrounded by the oi polloi of the opposing army, is butchered by common men, ladies and gentlemen. An ignominious end for a powerhouse of the politics of that era. The rest of his bodyguard going down, Oxford's men long gone, probably in the pub by now. Beaumont's men on the floor. A few last escapees chased from the field. And I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, the field is won by Edward, IV of that name, and his brother Richard of Gloucester. I cry victory for York! So now, ladies and gentlemen, just a moment to consider the loss of life. A few bodies scattered here, but there would have been thousands in the actual battle. Oxford, away to France for a bit, I think.
Seriously. Seriously.